Now that we've discussed the finer points of compression, let's see how they apply to the Universal Audio 1176 plugin. The Universal Audio 1176 has an input and output control, as well as attack and release. These buttons control the ratio, and these here control metering. The button labeled GR is for gain reduction, and as you can see, we're viewing some gain reduction there. And the +8 and +4 are for viewing output metering, and they're more useful for the hardware. The off button here bypasses the compression effect. It doesn't bypass the plugin, so to speak, so the plugin still has latency, which is being corrected for. Taking a closer look, you might notice that there's no threshold control. So how do you tell this compressor when to compress? You do that by turning up the input control. So let's do that. The 1176 has a fixed threshold, so turning up the input gain has the same effect as turning down the threshold in other types of compressors. And as you can see over here, we're getting quite a bit of gain reduction. And the signal is a bit louder, and that's because we turned up the input control. So what we do then is back off on the output control. I like to match the uncompressed signal with the compressed signal. This is not always required, but when I'm mixing, sometimes I want to disable a compressor to hear its effect on the mix, and I don't want to change in volume to affect my judgment. One important thing to be aware of is the attack and release controls work in the opposite direction as most compressors would. As you turn them to the right, towards the higher number, the attack and release actually speed up. So maybe the bigger numbers refer to the magnitude of the attack and release. I'm not sure, but at least you know now. The 1176 is famous for its amazingly fast attack, up to 20 microseconds. That's 20 millionths of a second. Its slowest attack is 800 microseconds, which is still kind of fast. The release ranges from 50 milliseconds, the fastest, to 1.1 seconds at the slowest. So other than a few little quirky things, the 1176 works a lot like every other compressor out there. So check out the other 1176 videos to hear the compressor in action.